HarperCollins presents Cuckoo by Sophie Draper. Read by Emma Pallant. Prologue. I am floating between two worlds, the living and the dead. As I lie here in my hospital bed, the faces shimmer above, voices distant and unfamiliar. Slowly I return. I cannot move. I am a doll, placed exactly as they choose. They're quite unaware that I'm awake, that I can see and hear. The machines, the trolleys on their wheels, the tubes wriggling from body to bed, the clicks and beeps that mark each breath, each beat a ticking clock, each sigh discharged, as if my last. Today I can see the table. Someone places a small painting beside me. It shows a boy. He sits on a grave under a tree, ivy coiled around his feet. He holds a pear drum. I know this object. Not a drum, but something else. The shape appalls me. A large pear-shaped box, too big for the boy's lap. The strings that stretch across, the handle at one end, the strange creatures painted on the side. An instrument. It plays the devil's music. My heart jolts, leaping against my ribs, hammering like a condemned man. The machines fill my lungs with air. I feel my chest expand, stretching until it is so taut, I think my body will burst. But no. The machines deflate. Once more, I hear their steady beat. I watch the drip, drip of the feed that punctures my arm, and my consciousness fades away. When I wake, I hear hushed tones, regret. They're talking about me. My mind is surging, willing myself to move, to make one small sign that I'm alive. But the feeling dissipates like smoke in a chimney. I watch the boy. He winds the handle on the pear drum round and round. The hours turn into days, then weeks, time sliding between each heartbeat. Slowly memory returns. When I see the sky, it's white or grey, reflections of the room bouncing off the window glass. And black. Sometimes against the grey is the tiniest streak of black, one small bird buffeted by an invisible wind. As I lie in this bed, they all think I'm as good as dead. Except I am not dead. Not yet. How disappointed they must be. Chapter 1. She was watching me, my golden sister. Her eyes were dark, her hair long. She stood opposite me on the far side of the grave. The black earth stained my fingers. I folded them in, as if to hide the weight of the clump of soil sitting in my hand, damp and clammy against my skin. My sister had come, despite all expectation. She held her head upright and her gaze was unwavering. The flaps of her calf-length coat were caught by the wind, revealing a flash of red. Her dress, her perfect legs sliding down into perfect shoes, heels sinking into the thick grass. I pressed my lips together and lowered my head. She was like a designer handbag lit up in a shop window on the King's Road, glossy and beautiful, and out of reach. My stepmother's funeral was a quiet affair. The small churchyard clung to a slope at the edge of Larkstone village, gravestones like broken teeth, the surrounding hills of Derbyshire cloaked in a fine drizzle that seeped through the thin cloth of my coat. There were a few neighbours, a bearded man standing on his own and an older woman, dressed in black.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?